So what I focus on now is I focus on helping 7+ figure Christian entrepreneurs work 16 hours a week so they can still scaling their business so they can be more intentional for the precious moments at home and not miss out. It wasn't actually that hard to sit down. So it is August 24th, 2024. And this morning I told Jaleesa, those that don't know me, Jaleesa is my wife, and I said, I think I'm just going to sit beside a fire, drink coffee, and talk about God, talk about fitness, talk about business, talk about being a husband, being a parent, and share it to YouTube. So that's what I'm doing. Fast action. Get it done. I made jokes to myself a couple years ago or a year ago, if you don't follow me on social media, I gained a bigger following from sitting in ice tubs and sharing my thoughts. And I joked with Jaleesa and said, I wish I would have got a bigger following around sitting around a fire and sharing my thoughts. So why not try that on YouTube? That's what this is here for. I appreciate you all being here. If you find value in this kind of content or other content I share on this, please subscribe and follow along. I want to connect and I want to help where I can help. So I am Matt Chenard, as it says at the start, and I am from a small town in Alberta, Canada, where it gets very cold here and I sit in cold tubs, as mentioned previously. I played hockey growing up, competitive hockey, stopped playing because I had 7 concussions, and decided having a good conversation with my wife when I get older is more important than trying to push that too much further. I did some construction work early on in my working days. I did some electrical work in -30 weather and figured I don't love this. I like the process of working with my hands and working hard, but I've been into fitness my whole life, since training for hockey since I was 14, so 20+ years. And I love that part of it. I liked pushing myself. I like growing. I like trying different programs, different methodologies, different principles to see how I could improve myself. So I stepped into that realm and became a personal trainer. And then the manager at the time, her name is Deanna. She asked me if I wanted to partner up in her garage gym. So 400 square foot garage, partnered up, and that's where CrossFit Camrose was born. And it is now, since we've rebranded, we're still a CrossFit affiliate, but it is now Greater Purpose Health and Fitness. And the business entity as a whole has been there for 12 years, and we've been a CrossFit affiliate for 10. And we are about to celebrate our 10-year affiliate anniversary this next month. And throughout this process, I got into business ownership, entrepreneurship, as a byproduct of enjoying fitness and wanting to train people, and selfishly wanting to train more, own a gym so I could train more myself. But as I went along, I realized there's a lot more that goes into business ownership than just knowing how to owning a gym and business ownership in general, just other than knowing how to write a good training program. So I invested in my first mentorship about 8 years ago, I believe it was, and it changed everything, both in the business and for me myself, and realizing I really enjoy entrepreneurship. If you don't know me that well, I like ideas. I like coming up with ideas. So Jaleesa and I are on opposite ends of the spectrum, where I love creating new ideas. She likes getting things done. So that kind of brings the relational aspect into it a little bit, where if we didn't understand about each other or try to understand each other's giftings and how God's designed us, we could get frustrated with each other. So as I went along in this mentorship process, I realized I really enjoy this. I really enjoy developing teams, pursuing a mission, creating new things, ideating, finding the potential in people and things. So I started to develop different business ideas, optimize this business. And throughout that time period, I started to mentor consult and coach other businesses, specifically there's 6 different parts of what's called the business airplane designed by Donald Miller. There's leadership, there's marketing, there's sales, there's products/services, there's operations and overhead, which could be productivity, and there's cash flow. I really enjoy focusing on the leadership and productivity side of things. I can help with the other side of things too, but I really enjoy those aspects of the business airplane. So what I focus on now is I focus on helping 7+ figure Christian entrepreneurs work 16 hours a week so they can still scaling their business, so they can be more intentional for the precious moments at home and not miss out. Because even someone, let's say they spend a lot of time at home, but they might not be present mentally, because it takes a lot. If people aren't entrepreneurs, they don't understand, there's a lot of mental stress. There's not a really clock in, clock out, and say you're there and you're there mentally unless you have systems, processes, and a good team in place. So that's what I really focus on. Before that happens though, people need to grow their business revenue. So I also help that in a group setting. I help entrepreneurs grow their business, increase that revenue without it taking from their time. And I'm really passionate about that. And on the side, I still enjoy creating things. As an example, creating this video, coming up with an idea. And a high percentage of my things that I implement or test out or have ideas for don't work. But that's part of the process. And if I could leave people watching this with, I guess, a piece of wisdom that I've learned from other people, and I'm continually learning myself, it's that it's less important the outcomes or the pursuits. The outcomes and the pursuits are less important than the person you're becoming along the way. So in the process of accomplishing things and failing at many other things, I've grown as an individual, and realizing over time, believing the truth of the gospel, that I can't earn my salvation. I can't earn anything. And that under the weight of that truth, we are all the same. We're all sinners that need Jesus. And when I continually think of that and say, okay, I need to go to God for everything, that helps me live life with more open hands than closed fists. So everything, whether it's a business, my relationships, money, energy, time, it's something I'm supposed to steward, not cling to, not clench my fist to. When I have that mindset, I feel more free, I feel more courageous, because I'm no longer trying to protect something. Usually, or prior, have tried to find security, hope, peace, comfort, where those things can only truly come from Jesus. So if I let my identity be shaped by how successful I am as an entrepreneur, how good of a husband I am, how great a father I am, then what happens if something is gone? What happens if my money's gone tomorrow? And that's another episode, almost losing everything during all the lockdowns. What if that's gone? Who am I? Who am I without these things? If you don't know who you are, with or without, it's a dangerous thing. Right? If you build up your security, if you build up your influence, if you build up your value as a person around your athletic prowess, around your money, your accomplishments, around your titles, your roles, that's a dangerous place to be standing, because if it's gone tomorrow, you're going to feel lost. You're going to be not you, because you built yourself up around these things. And that's, for myself, is what I've really found a lot more joy in and fulfillment in, is pursuing God first, pursuing the kingdom first, trying to utilize everything He's given me, both the good, the bad, or He's enabled me to go through. So using that journey, that adventure of almost losing our business, to help other people too. Because if you look for it, if you are aware, there's lessons to be learned, because God could free you from any moment He wants. But then if He doesn't, there's a reason you're going through it. So again, if you enjoy this, please subscribe, share with a friend. I look forward to doing this more. I enjoy coffee. I would realize I didn't have one single sip. Till next time, earn your dopamine.